We'll call it the basketball renaissance here in Greenville, North Carolina. It has been a special, special year. Not just our hoopsters at East Carolina, but also these guys, which took me to school. I made the mistake of going over and practice with them. And for once, I'm taller than at least taller than these guys. I got to play in the middle a little bit. But they can shoot, and I can't. They practice a little more than I do. But I want to have a chance to let Rob we're going to hand out certificates of appreciation for all you guys have done. But first, I just want to read